It's a nice looking spawn. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not an ocean. This is a hill. This means, if I'm correct, there's a deep dark right under here, right? Yes! Hello everybody. I was wondering the other day, what is the best way to tackle an ancient city? Is it to either tackle it the intended way, being quiet, sneaking around, trying not to wake the warden, or is it through a much more cheesy way? And by cheesy, I mean make it a lot easier. So anyway, let's test with the first one, which I call the wool method. Now for the sneaky wool method, we're going to be using all of the stuff I have on me right now. The Slime Life, which in case you're curious, is a resource pack that you can find in the description. It's going to be updating in 1.19, when 1.19 Up-Define comes out. But anyway, we're also just using plain old diamond armor. We're using golden carrots, 3 things of night vision, because I think that's the reasonable amount of night vision to be using. We're going to be using teleporters just in case of an emergency, some normal tools, and plenty of wool. This is not an unreasonable amount of wool to have, at least that's what I thought. You're not doing this early game, so you probably have a wool farm. Anyway, so we're going to enter in through kind of like a cave exposed thing, which is right up here. And we're going to sneak around. This is in the release candidates, so all the changes to the Sonic Boom and everything are in this version. And basically, the premise of this entire thing is that we're just going to be bridging around. Basically, we're moving around only with wool. I probably should grab some shears. And we're also using shears. Totally didn't go into creative mode or anything. And now, basically, in case you didn't know, those are the Shriekers, but in our resource pack, it's called the Impulsors. Now you know. And they make a very loud noise, although in our resource packs it makes a bubbling noise. Anyway, there's a lot of changes to the ancient city in our resource pack. And so what we want to do is we want to cover up these skulk centers. At least this is all just me doing this thing. And then we're going to test, because I don't think I saw any impulsors nearby. But, so let's just drink one of these night vision. Okay, they heard me. So we're going to have night vision. And then we're going to open the loot chest, because obviously they're not hearing us. So now we're only going to pick up things that are really unique to the city, or that are good. So like Swift Sneak 1, even though I would probably in normal survival, I would just take Swift Sneak 3. But we'll take all the Swift Sneak, and we're not going to take the XP balls or anything. But anyway, now the question is, how do we get down? I didn't think this through. I think, since this is we didn't... Okay, since that was a projectile, we can land on the wool without it making noise. And I don't think there's anything that really would hear us anyway. Oh, and I almost forgot. You're also going to want snowballs. I'm forgetting a lot of things, but I guarantee that is all that you're going to need for this method. Now, there is lots of wool in these ancient cities already, which is a huge help for getting around. So, in case you didn't actually come in with all this wool, I guess you could just kind of use the wool that's in here, as long as you bring some shears and you're careful about it. Oh my gosh, this is scary. Alright, we're in near the middle of the city where the, sadly, not a portal is. And I think we're going to go for that loot chest. Oh, wait a minute, we got a chest over here. Now this could be tricky because we got some impulsors with a lot of sensors. So what I think we want to do is we want to try to not activate any impulsors at all. Even though we have if we alert them 3 times, they're not going to do anything, but the 4th time, they will get angry at us and spawn a warden, which we do not want. So now I think let's just cover these guys up. Let's be careful not to go on top of the skulk sensor. Okay, well, we found a problem. If I make noise over here, which I don't think there's any sensors, as long as I don't make noise over there, the skulk sensor shouldn't be able to hear me. So I can open this chest, hopefully. Okay, phew. There was nothing in this chest, so let's just keep moving. Oh, okay, we got a lot of echo shards. We did get skulk sensors. I am going to take the skulk sensors, even though they're all around us, and you can get them in the deep dark biome. We got a hoe. Yeah, okay, we'll take the hoe. If we get some more unique loot, then we can ditch the hoe. And look at the sea, that's not very useful to me, so I'm going to leave that. We're also only doing the bare minimum we have to do in the city. So even though there's spoiler, there's a secret room underneath the portal thing, there's not really, we don't really need to go there. There's not loot there. So we're better off just ignoring it. Okay, it looks like we have a single impulsor, so let's just cover it up on all sides. And I think we shouldn't have to worry about making too much noise. Ooh, we got an upgraded golden apple. See, those are very good to get in these ancient cities. I'll take the music disc fragments, even though it's an awful music disc. And now I'll skip ahead and just show you some of the highlights. A lot of sensors around. No, that's our first impulsor. Better be careful not to make too much more noise. Other side, that's some good loot. Oh no, we left out 2 in a row. So we got one more chance without spawning a warden. And that's kind of the mission, is not to spawn a warden. This is a risky one. Okay, there's a lot of sensors back here. I don't think they can sense it. Okay, phew. So we didn't send any signals. Hey, switch to 3. I'm actually shocked that didn't set anything off. Does that mean I can eat? No, it does not. Please let there not be a warden. No warden. Alright. Last chance. One more impulsor, and we got a warden on our hands. And I have a feeling that might be now. Why do I do things like this? Alright, there's no sensors around. Bruh. What? There could be some really good loot in this. How would you... Okay. How do you deal with that? I only have 14 wool left, so... Yeah. I think this is when we decide to bail. Now, to bail... There's a dungeon over there. To bail, what we want to do is get very outskirts of the city. Remember to sneak when you're taking damage. Do I got any blocks? I got skulk. Okay, this is gonna be really risky. We're just doing it anyway. And to bail, you just go to the ceiling. You just go into the ceiling, and it's pretty much just home free from that point. Oh. Let me clear out an area. Alright, so we survived. We did not spawn a single warden, and we got quite a bit of loot. We got plenty of skulk sensors. We got enough echo shards for quick math. 1 recovery compass. We did not get enough for the music disc 5, but it's not really that big of a deal anyway. We got 1 upgraded golden apple, which actually is not half bad, since these are really hard to find anyways. And we got so many things of Swift Lake. I have never seen... Okay, we got Infinity just because I wanted to flex on mending. 3 Swift Snake 1s, 4 Swift Snake 2s, and 3... That's really hard to say, Swift Snake over and over again. We did not get hurt. We did not spawn a warden. I would say that was a great success. Now, of course, we did see a couple more chests that I don't think we could have broken into without using more wool, or spawning a warden. And so when you go into there and you're going to do the quiet method, I would definitely recommend, if you've been to the end, just bring a shulker box, half full of wool. It's probably the safest. You want to be safe doing this, so it's probably the safest way to go. And for the next, and possibly my favorite, I'm not sure. Well, of course, we're testing it. This is the loud method. Now, I don't want to spawn any wardens straight away, but basically, we're going to be making as much noise as possible. Not intentionally, but because we are not trying to be quiet at all, in fact. So we're basically going to set up a base camp right on top of the ancient city, not portal, and we're going to be storing our stuff in the shulker boxes. We're pretty much going to be collecting everything, and so let me just give you a quick example of what we're going to do. We're going to drink some night vision. Oh dear. And now we got plenty of fireworks, and we have an elytra with Unbreaking 3 on it. And basically, as long as we're very careful, we just swoop in and fly away, preferably before the darkness knocks in. And to see, we get all the loot that was already there. And so we're going to be storing the loot in here, and some of it's good, the echo shards, and some of it's, you know, not as good, the coal. And so, yep, that's how we're going to raid this city. I've tried this before, and I think it's a pretty good method. But, yeah, so I'll do a couple more, and then I'll show you the highlights. Good noise. I'm pretty sure there's a loot chest, right? There's a loot chest right over here, right? Or where is it? Yeah, I got scammed. Now I think the ups of this method is we're basically going to be able to get that's our first impulsor. Alright, so let's get up on here while we wait for the darkness to go away. And yeah, we're already getting pretty good stuff. We got Swift Sneak 1. We already got a Notch Apple. And yeah, we're getting plenty of coal. Alright, well, see you when this is done. Here's some highlights. I wonder if we're going to be setting off an impulsor. There's a warden. Okay. Okay, so we spawned a warden. Now, we pretty much just want to wait. Once we spawn a warden, we want to wait it out. That is loud. Okay, you guys probably can't hear it as loud as I can, but wow, that was a little loud. We want to take off right before the darkness kicks in. There we go. We got another warden spawn. There he is. See, there's the effect of the resource pack. He kind of just looks like a skulk gorilla. Oh no. Night vision running out. Spawning a warden. A lot of things went wrong there. Alright. Alright, so we got warden over there. I really want to see what's inside that loot chest. There's a warden over here. I thought he despawned. Mamma mia. I had no idea that gets rid of all your effects. So yeah, you definitely want to bring protection to the city, because that way, like, especially so you don't ram into the wall, you know. Yeah. Alrighty. Woo! We only used one slime life, so yeah, that did get fatal, but it wasn't to a warden. It was to me overreacting to a warden and flying into a wall. And so, okay, phew, we only used half a stack of rockets, not too much food, but now let's take a look at the loot. We never really came in too close to a warden, I mean, except for that last part, but yeah, so we've got, I didn't actually check the loot, so I was just really running by. We got Swift Sneak 3. Swift Sneak 3 is actually really good, because if you want the max Swift Sneak, putting together 2 Swift Sneak 2s is actually really expensive, so that's good. We got a bunch of chests. I mean, that's the main loot right there. So let's pull out, like, the main loot. Alright, if we look at our inventory, we got some pretty good hoes. We got other side music disc. We got 3 upgraded golden apples. Swift Sneak 3. We got Swift Sneak 1. And enough for a recovery compass and the music disc. And we also got all the rest of this loot. And all the rest of this is not that interesting. And so there you have it. I think that was a much more easy, a lot less stressful, except for the time I popped that slime life. Play it again. I thought he despawned. Mamma mia. That was much easier than the quiet method. So yeah, I mean, the actual way to beat this structure is not the intended way. What a Minecrafty way to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.